Hi Taurus, welcome to Germany Tarot. It's still just me, but Jeremy will be back mid-April, so we're just going to do the readings with me. And we'll see what comes out. I'm going rogue, and I'm using the Gypsy Witch cards. These are my daily drivers, and they speak to me. I have been sicky, so I need something that just really I connect with. So if you don't mind my voice, I sound like I've been smoking a pack a day. Here we go. We have got the wine in the middle here. I want to find out what's going on. Ooh. Those want to tell their own story, which is good. So, Gypsy Witch is like Lenormand, but with more cards. And for me, they come out kind of like a sentence to tell the story. So that's why there are so many cards sometimes with these. And then we're going to do an outcome. We're just going to do a 5-card. We're going to get to the tarot, though, in just a moment, too. So, okay, for starters, we have the wine in the middle, which is party, socialization, hanging out. But it's kind of, you're looking externally for things to make you happy, like, you know, you have some wine, it makes you happy, it loosens you up, that kind of thing. You're kind of looking for external reasons to chill out, things that, you know, make you happy, but it's kind of like an external nature. Over on this side of the equation that's surrounding this, we have the mice, the flames, and the heart. I think someone is not expressing themselves. There's a lot of passion going on, and I don't know if this is towards a person or if this is something in their lives that they really feel for, that's very important to them, and, you know, they might be doing it on the sly. Oh, sly, look at that. We have the fox. How about that now? So the fox with the heart, the amour, which is love, and this little Cupid, it's not being true. Someone's not saying what they feel, and they're feeling quite a lot. So I almost get like a burden heavy feeling. I have to say this, like, whatever's going on here, make sure someone's not turning to, you know, maybe knocking back too many beers to kind of quell this fire that's going on, or like having one too many glasses of wine, or just going into something in excess to compensate for the passion that they can't express, is what I feel like I need to say. On this side of the equation of this wine situation, we have the moon and the tower, and this is intuition, deep feelings, knowing, being able to feel things out. The tower is it's contractual, it's agreements, it can also be isolating. Maybe someone is kind of into thinking about things a lot. We'll clarify a little bit more. Then we have the birds, which is, it can be gossipy, which is not a good thing to do, but it's also quick communication, in, out, internet. You know, it's not formal, it's also not very committal, which is a flighty energy that can be frustrating. So, oh, hi. Yeah, so coming out on top of the wine is the clouds. So there is confusion about the stability with the home. Home means, you know, stability, where, you know, where you're taking your roots and everything. So I think that there is this flighty energy that doesn't feel grounded. And I think maybe this, because there is so much, you know, love and every feelings going on over here, maybe that's where that flightiness is coming from, because it's not heavy, but it doesn't feel good. Coming out over on top of the moon and the tower, we have the rose. And that's like, that's simple beauty. That's, you know, the simple things in life that it's nice. You know, it's Roses are sturdy, they're strong, they're hardy, and I'm kind of getting a very stable thing going on over on this side. I mean, between the Tower and the Rose. I do want to see some more about what's going on here. Hi. Like I said, a lot of cards come out with these, and so the Park, the Eyeball, and the Coffin. So I think whatever this person's thinking about does surface. It comes to light. The eye can be, spying such a heavy word, but it's being very observant. It's being very aware. And I think maybe they're aware of what changes need to be made with this coffin. I don't view the coffin as physical death. I think in this case, especially with the eye and the moon, it is more of a realization of what needs to change. So maybe this person over here is waiting out this person to find out where it is. And it's a very fluxy kind of feel. The Metal. You're waiting to find out who wins this. Who comes out on top. And this is interesting because you have the swords with the cat and the pig, which I honestly am not a fan of these together, because I think someone is more into winning, and it doesn't necessarily have to be for the right reasons. It's just for the sake of winning. Because the swords is aggressiveness, it's defensiveness. The cats are falseness. It's a front, basically. Someone's putting up a mask. They're not being 100%. And then the pig, to me, in this deck, it deals with ego, especially when it's next to the cat. So it's a little self-serving. Whatever is going on, whether this is Taurus or this is someone coming at Taurus. Yeah, you know, this is good. This is good because I was like, well, what comes after this pig? The stork, which is change, and then the anchor. So whoever has this kind of attitude that's runs very hot. The circumstances change. I don't think they get to win because you're grounded, and whatever confusion is being brought to the situation, whatever kind of like excess and indulgence, then you get your home. I want to pull some on this home and just see how this gets sussed out. Okay. So the broken mirror, that, technically it means like a bad situation or bad luck or something. But think about it, like the mask. The mirror gets broken. You see things for what they are, and you mountain it up. Block a Rooney. Yeah, I think whatever this is, you see what's going on. And I want to see who's running hot over here. I mean, maybe someone is so blinded by this passion and love and feelings that it all looks great and everything, but someone on the other side is very calculating. Yeah, so you have the hands holding each other. That's the meeting. I think that there is, I mean, this is hot over here. And the tree, there's like a karmic thing going on with it. It's also, you know, you want to get to the stability part of it. And, ooh, the key. I always like finding out what card comes right after the key, because typically that's usually like the answer for me. So let's see. What comes after the key? That's too many. What comes after the key for Taurus? Ooh, you got a lot to say. I will keep this one on the side there because that was committed. Ooh, okay. Yeah. So you know what? There's the shepherd. The shepherd is, I'm going to step back. I'm going to watch this flock. I'm going to see what happens with the man. So I don't know if this is a gentleman watching Taurus or if this is a woman Taurus watching a gentleman. Ooh, bride. Yeah, so someone gets what they want. I think someone gets the stability and everything they want, but someone gets ferreted out that, you know, they get called on the carpet for, you know, I don't like your ego. I don't like your BS. You know, you're not winning for the sake of winning just because you have your ego. I'm going to change up. I'm going to go to where it's stable. I'm putting a block on your bullshit. And we're making a change to the situation because the eye has seen, the shepherd knows where its flock is. So how about that? Moving on to Deviant Moon Tarot. We're just going to pull a couple. Get the vibe on the situation for Taurus. It's too many. I haven't shuffled these. I mean, I have shuffled them, but they're just a bigger shaped deck. So I have small hands. Alright. I do not read these reversed. I think that there's plenty going on in them for them to be read upright. Ooh! Okay. Alright. Sorry. I got excited, Taurus. Got excited, Taurus. Alright. You can tell that I'm a little loopy on the cold myth, but that's okay. Because this is pretty good. So we have 4 of Cups. And this is, you know, in a Rider-Waite, they say that the cup that's being rejected is the Ace of Cups. No, this one, she's like, pink. Or I think it could be a he or a she, either or. But they're just like, pink. No, not taking it. I got my other 3. I'm good. So whatever is going on, whatever offer's being kind of rejected or just not taken, because there's a ship coming and they're going to wait for that. Maybe that's got something better on it. And look at just bored. Just not into it, not feeling it. Hanged Man. This is thinking. This is taking time. This is figuring things out. This is not jumping in. You know, really contemplating what's going on. This is, you know, like the intuition thing with this moon back here. 5 of Cups. I always think this card's funny. So does my husband. It is a guy, you know, with the 3 cups spilled, the 2 cups here. But look at this harpy. It's like, I told you. Like, and he's like, la la la, like, I'm not listening to you. And, I mean, think about it. This is like the regret. This is, you know, thinking about like, oh gosh, you're annoying. And I think this is maybe where you realize something's not all it's cracked up to be. This is like your moment of like, oh, can I just take these 2 cups and get out of here? Can I 8 of Cups it away, and just leave this behind? Because then the 2 of Pentacles, this is the outcome overall vibe of the situation. There's a balancing. There's, you know, she's belly dancing and she's, you know, juggling these pentacles here. Then the Page of Pentacles, which is earth sign. And then you also have the water sign here as well, but I'm getting more, this is actually Taurus. The Page of Pentacles. You get the stability. You decide, you go from 2 to 1, and you're making it work because you're walking with a big old wrench, and, you know, you're coming for the situation. So that's good there. I do want to see what this regret's about because, you know, I think maybe you're annoyed you got in with the wrong people or something. Magician with 4 of Wands. The Magician is that manipulative energy. It's, you know, I kind of get, sometimes for the Magician, it's that ego of like, I have everything. I'm going to come for you next. And you're like, really? I don't think you are. But the 4 of Wands is stability, which is what you get to. So either this manipulative person sees what a douche they are. I hate to use the word douche, but that's just, with this, everything I'm saying just leads to douche. But then you have the 4 of Wands, which is the stability factor of being able to work with someone and get to where you need to be. I do want 1 on the Hanged Man here, just to see. No, that didn't feel right. Okay, well, 3 wanted to come out. Okay. There it is, the 7 of Swords. There's that manipulation, you know, that it is a cheating card too, but in this deck, look at him. I mean, he has his sword, you know, hanging over his throat. It's almost like, will you accept the consequences of what happens? Will you accept the outcome of your words? Will you swallow your words, your swords, if it goes south? And I think maybe that, you know, person gets it together, because then you have the Ace of Cups, which is, you know, a nice positive card there, you know, a good offer, and then the Two of Wands. So, and this guy's digging, he's going to make a hole, you know, plant his seeds. Looks like garlic there. I love garlic. But yeah, I mean, there's decisions. It's having the world in your hands and, you know, being able to say yes or no. And once again, you have a 2 back up here. I think there's a decision about whether or not you are going to mess with someone, or deal with them. And, you know, once they get over themselves, or maybe Taurus has to get over themselves. But I am getting this as like something coming at Taurus, as opposed to it being Taurus, because it doesn't seem very Taurusy to be so douchey. I hate to put it that way, but I just get like someone's being a douche, and they get called on it, and that's the way it is. So we're going into the Romance Angels next. We're going to see what they have to say about this business. Once again, they were calling me, even if I'm not a super fan. All right, so we got a 1, a 3. You deserve love. Yeah, you do, Taurus. Yeah, you do. Okay. Love yourself first. I don't know how else I can say it, because the cards say it too. It is safe for you to love, and then retreat. So, like, it's that observation, it's the Tower, it's pulling back to take stock. It is safe for you to love, but I don't know if you're at a place where you feel like you're willing to accept it or go with it. So maybe you do need a little more time to think about it. Like I said, you know, maybe you have been surrounded by douches and you're waiting for that one good offer. You're waiting for your Ace of Cups, because you have seen the crap that people can pull. And you're done with the magician manipulation stuff. You just want the 4 of Wands, where you can be stable and everything. And I think this is Taurus up here with the 2 of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles saying, nope. This is the direction I'm going. This is what I'm doing. And maybe this garden eyeball coffin is that change, because you dealt with that up here. Stork anchor. You get yourself grounded, centered, and you know what you're willing to take, and you know what you're worth. And it's a lot, because you deserve love. Romance Angel Oracle says so. Here we have the crystal deck, and I love this deck. It is all crystals and stones that have keywords on them. So I like to say you can embody these keywords, or maybe if you have, you know, a collection of stones, or maybe you want to get some stones, you know, just carry them in a juju bag. German, I stick them in our bras, and just kind of up your vibe for the time being. We wound up with moldavite and apophyllite. I'm not a geologist, I'll tell you that right now. And muscovite. We got some lights and some vites. So moldavite is grounding, connection, evolution. And then we have apophyllite. That's what I'm going to go with. I'm committing to it. We have release, attunement, astral travel if you just want to get out of town. Then we have the muscovite, which is reflective, flexible insight. I think this is your your time to really, you know, pull it together and get grounded and with it, because I find it funny, this muscovite, it says the divinatory meaning is it's time to step outside yourself and see yourself and your situation clearly. Live with conscious reflection of your actions and motivations. All right. All right, so we have the apophyllite, which is time to let go of whatever is holding you back or down. Consider your life carefully. What can you do to move forward and onwards and upwards towards your potential? All right. Then we have this one for the Moldavite, which is it's time to appreciate the good things already in your life and make plans to change what holds you back from fulfilling your intentions. Okay, Taurus. I think that's pretty good. You're strong per the usual, and no one's holding you back. And remember, you got the eyeball, you've seen it, and you had the shepherd. You know where your flock is. All right, Taurus, you be well, and we'll talk to you later.